Hello, Dr. Wignall. If you're a new friend of the Wizard, welcome. The 8-minute problem-solving class and the first two posts in this series. Also the class at www.problemwizard.com. This is the daily good news post. I had not heard from a friend of mine for a few weeks. He had recently moved to the coast. I sent several texts and nothing. Then I got one from his wife. He had had a stroke during an operation, and she did not know if he was going to live. He had stopped eating his old diet and changed his lifestyle about a year ago, but his brain had not repaired itself enough to withstand the stress of an operation. Our evolution did not prepare our body for the modern Western diet, and our brain has taken a beating. Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and depression are as common as a common cold. Our gut microbes have allowed our bodies to switch food depending on what was available for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. But the job we have given them with the high animal fat, high processed sugar diet has been too much for them. It causes a low-grade inflammation that destroys our body and our brain. The vagus nerve that runs from our gut to our brain is sending some bad signals because the bugs can no longer keep us safe. Oh, you might say that's nuts. Well, if you're going to get a poop transplant for a disease, your donor cannot have mental problems because after the transplant, you'll go nuts. You may wonder why you are worried and depressed. It really has little to do with what's going on around you. It's the bugs in your gut, and what have you been feeding them? That's what's doing it. Give bugs from an obese person to a thin person, and they become obese. What makes things worse is we get to a point where the bad bugs make sure they're getting their way. We become addicted to high animal fat and high sugar foods. The food industry is set up for creating this addiction. Oh, it gets worse. Add to that, when everyone around us is feeding their brain and their body one way, we start mindlessly doing it too. We can see everyone getting sicker and more depressed. And now we think being sick and depressed is normal. It is the food. It affects the way we look, the way we think, and the way we feel. My friend had made the turn, but did not do it soon enough. His age and disease condition was against him, and his brain broke. In order for you to survive, thrive, and keep your mind, you cannot be normal. You have to leave the herd. You have to eat real brain food, very little animal products, and lots of vegetables. Okay, the wisdom for the day. If everyone is going one way, you had better go the other way. Anonymous. Well, we're not pretty, but this stuff works. Hit the button to follow and leave me a comment. Find us on www.problemwizard.com, Facebook, Problem Wizard, YouTube, Problem Wizard.